Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. At least it's morning here. Today we're going to use a strap or dog leash or belt or long thin towel, anything that you could wrap around your foot and hold on to. I set it off to the side to start and just move around in circles. Make sure you go both directions, feeling your sit bones, transitioning your weight from front to back, from side to side, warming up the spine a little bit, roll your shoulders, arch and contract your upper back. Move your head, and then find stillness. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Allow your spine to find its natural curve. Have a little bit of a lift in your body as if you're just barely able to touch something above your head, and you just lift up a little bit. In order to do that, you're engaging through the abdominal wall, pelvic floor, feeling long and lean and centered, balanced. Come into your breath for a moment. I want you to take nice big breaths into your belly. Allow your belly to expand like a bellows. And then contract as you exhale out your air, drawing it in slightly. Inhale, let it expand. Exhaling, let it contract. And then I want you to breathe into your back. As you allow your back to expand like the bellows, it kind of your shoulder blades kind of roll to the outside slightly. Fronts of your shoulders kind of roll forward, really focusing your breath in the back part of your lung. I want you to focus the breath in the top part of your lungs, all the way up underneath your clavicle. You inhale, feel your heart raise slightly. Try not to overarch your low back. Keep your low belly, your low back, low portion of your body as stable as possible. Feel your chest inflate, your heart lift. Feel the air press into your clavicles right up the top of your chest. And let everything deflate as you exhale. And then let your breathing return to normal, soft, gentle, not forcing it any one direction. Drop your right ear to the right side. Take your left hand palm up, and I want you to open it up to the side at shoulder level, palm towards ceiling. Keeping your head cocked over to the right side, I want you to do a slow, small no motion, lifting and lowering the face. Feel the engagement in the left side of the neck, upper back, shoulder, maybe some in the chest. Don't lift your chin very high, but you can go further down if you would like. Bringing your head to face forward. Flip your hand over, palm down, and just let it slowly float down as if it's floating through mud. It's slow and steady, but your hand is relaxed. All the way down next to your hip. Tuck your chin and roll slowly to center. Return your hand to your lap, lift your head up. Take 2 big breaths. Feel the difference in both sides of the neck, shoulder, back. And let's take our left ear over. Flip your right palm up, open it up to the outside at shoulder level. Soft elbow. And gently have a no motion. Not lifting your chin very high, but you can lower it down closer to the shoulder. Kind of 1.5 nose. Half on one side, full other side. Bring your head to face forward. Flip your hand over, palm down. Slowly let it melt through peanut butter. Relax the shoulder, the fingers. All the way down to your side. Tuck your chin and roll forward. Pause and chin down. Return your hand to your lap. With your chin down, I want you to roll your shoulders forward, up, back, down, again, around. Go the other direction, back, up, forward, and down. And again, and relax. Bring your head back to face forward. Turn to the right. I want you to take your left foot out. Kind of open up your thigh out to the outside and open your hand up as well. Stretch through your thigh, stretch through the chest, top of the shoulder. And walk your foot in, release your hand back down. Turn your head to face forward. Go the other direction. Head left. Start walking your right foot out. Take it out as far as you can. And open the right arm. Soft breath. Walk your foot back in, bring your arm back in, bring your head back forward. Roll around a little bit. Grab your strap. So today we're going to have some core and hamstring stuff. I know you're super excited. I can hear it. So lasso your right foot. Walk your bottom forward a little bit. Strap. I would like your strap in the right hand, both pieces of whatever you have in the right hand, because we got other stuff to do on the left side. So take a nice deep breath, lengthening tall, engaging abs, lift your right foot. Utilize the strap for support. You can do this completely strapless. Your leg will get a little tired though. And I want you to have a soft flex in your foot so you get a nice stretch down the back of your leg. Lengthen through your crown. Breathe. Feeling like you got your balance, you got your momentum, you're tall in your spine. Your knee is micro bend, have it engaged. You're gonna take that left arm to the outside, palm facing forward, root through your left foot. Your left foot's gonna have some balance there, some weight on it, and we're gonna lean left. Lean and reach like you're trying to get something off the shelf, just out of reach. Engage through the abs, the core. Breathe. Bring yourself back up. Relax your hand, relax your leg. Shake that out. Switch left foot, both straps in left hand. Deep breath. Lengthen, exhale, lift. Micro bend in the knee, foot softly flex. Breathe. Right hand comes out, palm faces forward. Find your stability, root through your right foot into the floor, and then lean and reach. Engage through your abs. Breathe. And slowly come back. Hand down, foot down. All right, switch legs. Right foot, strap in right hand. Deep breath. Lengthen, engage, stabilize, lift. Holding on. Root through the left foot. This time your arm's going to come forward, palm up, and you're going to reach forward. You bring your whole body forward. I'm going to turn to the side. You're just reaching forward. Breathe. Stretching through the back of the leg. Come back and relax both down. Switch sides. Strap on foot, left foot and left hand. Take a nice deep breath, lengthen, stabilize, lift. Root through the right foot on the floor. Right hand comes up, palm up, reach forward. Breathe. Leaning forward, pulling, trying to keep that leg up. Lengthen, arm down, foot down. And relax. Release the strap, release your fingers. Pull them around a little bit, holding on to that weight. We're going to do our figure 4 seated. I'm coming forward a little bit more, right foot up first. Make sure the ankle is hanging off of the thigh. Lengthen tall. You can use your strap on your left foot to help assist and hold if you would like so. Or you can just hold on to your shin. Should relax through the inner and outer thigh. Flex the foot to support the knee if you need to. If you feel any twinge, trying to keep your center of the width of your foot lined up with the center of your knee. Try not to lean forward onto your pubic bone. Lean back slightly, centering over both sit bones. Try sit and get comfortable. You might want to rub their thigh, inner thigh, outer thigh, wherever you feel a little bit of a pull. Take a nice deep breath, lengthen, engage. Exhale, come forward. Come forward and try not to allow this leg to contract. Every little bit forward that you come, it may try to contract. Stop, relax, and then try again. Stop, relax. You'll get to a point where it will not stop contracting because it's just a little bit too much for it. Back yourself off. to where you can let it relax. And you can come in and out of this pose, leaning back, sitting back up, leaning forward gently, sitting back up, leaning forward gently. As long as you're not like bouncing, you know, the old adage of bounce your way into a stretch. Just gentle movement in and out. Or you can just come forward and sit still. You can stay here, or you can round your shoulders and drop your head. Shake your head no. Make sure it's nice and relaxed. Pull your belly into your spine. Start to stack one vertebrae at a time. Pull in nice and tight. Coming all the way up. And release your foot and switch sides. Make sure your ankle is hanging off of your thigh. Your shin is nice and your leg is nice and supported. You have a softly flexed foot if you need to support your knee. So when we are in this position, our ankle tends to drop and allowing our foot to drop, and that can put pressure on some of the knee joint or ligaments. And so that's why I suggest a soft flex. If you feel any weird pulls or strains, that will realign the foot, ankle, and knee together. So it won't be straining it. Get comfortable, try and get this to relax. You can rub, massage, talk to it, whatever works. Take a deep breath. Stabilize and lean forward. Try and get that leg to relax. Gently move into and out of the stretch, slowly moving forward and back. And then come forward as far as comfortable. Get that leg to relax, to release. And round your shoulders and drop your head if you would like to. Pull your belly in nice and tight. Slowly start to stack one vertebrae at a time. Low back, mid, upper, neck, and head. And then re-release. And shake it out. Alrighty. I'm going to come up and we're going to put the chair at the end of the mat with the seat facing us. Do some core and hamstrings standing. So we're going to start with having a nice big distance between us and the chair. We're going to hinge at our hips right here. We're going to come flat back forward, and we're going to reach our fingertips towards that chair. We're just going to let our heart sink through our arms, putting the weight into the heels of our feet, having our head between our arms, weights into the heels, and you can Start with a nice bend in your knee and just slowly bend and straighten if you would like. If you're comfortable staying straight, try not to lock out. But if you're too early in the morning to be perfectly straight, just bend to a comfortable bend where it releases the hamstring and then straighten legs and stretch the hamstring back out. Bend and straighten. You straighten right before the point of locking out. You have enough flexibility to do so. I just don't want you to lock out. Draw the shoulder blades towards the glutes. Gives you some more space between your elbows and your ears. And after you're pretty comfortable, go as straight as you can, maintain for just a couple of breaths. Nice deep breaths. Draw your belly in, lengthen from tailbone to crown. Give those hamstrings and glutes a nice stretch. Start lifting your torso through your arms. Bring the weight to both feet evenly from heels to toes. Transferring some weight to your arms. Take your hands to either side of your chair. Bring your weight even further forward. Keep your heels on the ground. Almost in like a push-up, but we're not going to do a push-up. I wouldn't do that to you. And then I want you to push back. Keeping the knees as straight as is comfortable. Coming full forward, imagining you're straight as an ironing board from the head all the way to the heels. And then push back. Straightening up and pushing back. Just push back until you feel that pull and then start transitioning back to going forward again. All right, I want you to take one more back. And when you start to come up, I want you to step a foot forward. That could be a literal foot or a foot length. It doesn't matter so much. It could be a little bit more comfortable of a position. Transition your weight to the right foot. Clear out of my face. Weight to the right foot. Soft fingers on the right hand. I want you to point the left toe behind you, and it can still touch the floor. And I want you to reach the right hand overhead. And I want you to check your hips. Make sure your hips are level. You're not allowing your left hip to dip down because it's still touching the floor. You're leveling them up. Draw your belly in. Look at the floor, look at the chair, so your head stays in alignment. We're going to inhale, foot's going to come up. Exhale, foot's going to go back down. Inhale, foot comes up. Exhale, foot goes down. Inhale and exhale. Nice and slow as you can. One more. Floor, slide it back in, hand back to chair. Rock your weight side to side. Roll your hips. Open up both side bodies. All right, we're going to do the other side. Feet underneath hips. Transfer the weight to the left foot. Fingertips on the left hand. Take your right foot to the back. Point your toe, straightening the leg. Check your hips. Make sure you're not allowing that right hip to dip. You're evening them up. You could put a tray of drinks right there. Be nice and even. And you're bringing the left arm up near your ear, reaching it overhead. Engage to the abs. Look at the seat of the chair. Keep your head lined up. Inhale, lift that straight right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, lift that straight right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. You got one more. And down. Relax. Arm down. Foot in. Rock side to side. Big rock. Taking your head and looking around your hip. That makes you dizzy, you can just keep your head kind of over the chair. All right, center yourself up, and I want you to walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat or the outside edges of your chair. I want you to take your weight back into the heels. I want you to make sure that the feet are back to are at a 45-degree angle. You really want the weight over your heels. Your knees can be bent. Squeeze through your glutes and open those knees up over the ankle. You just kind of rock side to side or forward and back and find that sweet spot to where nothing's painful. It may burn a little bit from the stretch or from the muscle use, but you don't have ligaments or joints barking at you. Breathe. Squeeze through the butt. Hold on to the chair for balance, but try and have light fingers. Focus your vision right there in front of you. Breathe. You're going to take a nice deep breath. Exhale, straighten right up. Squeeze the butt. Go right back down. Nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Sure the butt's going back. Squeeze. Deep breath. Exhale, come up. Squeeze the butt. Start to take the butt back. Knees are going out as you come down nice and slow. As soon as you got that chair, you can stop. You don't have to go any further unless you feel like you could. And if you feel like you could, make sure you're taking that butt back, not straight down. You're taking it back. Deep breath. Exhale, straight up, squeeze. Last time I'm going to make you do that. Shake it out. Good stuff. Flip the chair so that you can hold on to the outside. And I want you to take your right leg up. So you got that chair, back of that chair if you need it. If you don't, hands on your hips or one hand on your hip. Make sure that your hips are level. So I have this leg out here, but I don't want my hip way out there too. I want my hip to come back in alignment. They're nice and level. Now I want you to lift up through your ankle, your knee, your hip. Lengthen through your crown, deep breath. Exhale, hinge at the hip coming forward. Hips together move backward in space. Chest moves forward. Micro bend in the knee. Toes are to the ceiling. You can hold on to that chair with one hand if you need to. The other hand, I want you to slide down your shin. See as far as you can go with a straight back. And then go ahead and start rounding from mid back down. Pull your belly in, roll it back up. And release once you're all the way up. Now either walk around to the other side of your chair or flip your chair around, whichever works better. So we're going to put the other foot up, and I want you to have your grip change. My grip is not going to change due to camera angle. All right, left foot on the chair. Make sure your hips are level facing that chair. You don't have one foot too far forward or too far back. You're not twisted in any way. Toes are up, right out from your hip. Then start to lengthen. Lengthen up through the crown. Engage the quad on the supportive leg. Open up through the hip. Deep breath. Hinge forward. You can hold on with that right hand if you want to. The left hand is going to come down the shin and reach with a flat back. Then start rounding from low belly, upper belly, mid back, neck, and head. Keep your supporting knee at a soft bend. Keep that thigh engaged. Keep the glute engaged. Help it support you. Embrace the wiggle. I know when I say that, someone's going to fall over. Pull your belly in, start rolling up one at a time. Nice and tall, release your leg down. Walk it out. Take our chair out of our way, make your way. Actually, you know what? I want you to leave your chair, because what I want you to do is we're going to start seated. So if you are in a chair that has a center pole, maybe you have a coffee table you can go towards, or a side table that you can put your legs under. That's what I'm wanting you to do, is have your legs underneath something. So if you sit, pull your booty, extra booty up, legs underneath the chair or whatever you're using. And the purpose of this is I want you to bring the very edge of your chair that's facing you over your knees. Okay. Move it around so that it's right over your knees. And it could have the back of the chair towards the back. I just didn't change mine. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Put your hands on that chair so you have some support. And I want you to engage your right glute. Feel your right glute lift and engage and relax. I want you to engage your left glute, squeezing and relax. Engage the right and lean forward. Use that chair for support. Walk your fingers on the seat if you want, or grab it and draw forward if you want, whichever feels better. We're only trying to engage the right glute. Keep the left foot flat. And walk your fingers back or slide back and relax the right glute. Lengthen tall again. Squeeze the left glute and walk yourself forward. Walk or gently pull. Keep that left glute engaged and the right foot flexed. Soft flex. Breathe. And slowly walk back. Now, if you're having a problem keeping your legs straight, when you come forward, your knees automatically want to come up. You have or have any back pain. You may or may not have back pain with it, but it is a back indication that there's a hamstring back issue. So you can put your bottom up on to something. And what that does is it helps tilt your pelvis forward and relieves pressure off of your back. So if you want to try it with sitting on something, and it can be a little pillow, it could be a rolled up towel, it could be a block. It could be a bolster, something as big as a bolster. It doesn't have to be a teeny tiny towel like that. It could be something much bigger like one of these bolsters that you need to sit on to get that anterior tilt of the pelvis in order to sit with straight legs. So play with that. Find something that allows you to sit with straight legs. Straight legs out from your hips, not straight, wide open legs. Lengthen nice and tall, and I want you to walk forward. Reaching as far forward as you can with a flat back, or holding closer to your body. It relieves any pressure from the shoulders. And if it's close enough to rest your forehead on it, do so. If it's not close enough, go ahead and sit back up, walk it back towards you a little bit, and slowly come forward again and lay your forehead. If it's still way too far away, you can go to your elbows and either lay your forehead in the palms, cross your hands, lay the forehead on your forearms. You can put another little pillow or another little something to bring the chair base up a little higher. If you want to relax your hands to the side, you can. Soften this knee. You can rub the backs of your thighs if you're able. Breathe. Make sure your toes are both facing upward. Keep the belly drawn in, supporting through the back. The more stuff that you can support yourself with, the better it will feel. This is a restorative posture. Even though you're getting some hamstring and back leg stretch, it's restorative. So I would find anything you can, like even turning a block, the tallest position, as long as you're relaxing onto whatever it is and you're not straining to get to it. That makes sense? I can almost reach the chair with my forehead, but I'm straining to get to it. Pull your belly in, slowly come back up. Tall spine, release whatever you were using. Take it off to the side. All right. Walk that out past your knees, just a little bit past your knees, but where you can still touch it. I want you to put your feet on the floor and your knees up. Then I want you to draw it back a little bit so you can still grab onto it and hold on to it comfortably with a tall back. You can have something under you or not. That's totally up to you. I want you to engage through your abs, and I want you to start to lean with a flat back until your arms are as straight as possible. Really hold those abs in and lengthen through the crown of your head. The modified boat pose. Breathe. At any time you need to take a break and come back forward, you can. Slouch your back, give it a break, and then come straight back up, nice and tall. Squeeze those abs nice and tight and lean back. So your arms are straight, but you're not putting a lot of weight into the hands. They're just helping stabilize you. Breathe. Can you squeeze your left glute and lift the foot off the floor? About the right one and lift the foot off the floor, even if you just up and down, tapping it barely. It's a real quick. Pull the belly in tight, lengthen through the crown of your head, lifting and lowering your feet, or maybe holding for a moment. Anytime you need to take a break, just come forward, slouch for a moment, then lengthen tall and lean back again. Squeezing through the glutes will help, squeezing through the belly. You want to try with no hands, just bring your hands forward, palms up. You might find it easier, more stable using your hands. Breathe and relax. Come forward, walk your feet back out straight. Get your chair out of your way or whatever you were using. Scoot yourself out from underneath your table, whatever you were using. Center yourself back up on your mat. Same position we were just in with our knees bent and our feet on the floor. Nice and tall through the spine. I want you to round your back and slowly start to take it to the floor. Now, if that means you walk your feet back in, pull the belly in. At some point, feet are gonna come up and you're just gonna roll back. You can try and control that roll as long as possible, and then release to the floor with your knees up. And rock your hips side to side. Uncross your feet if they were crossed. Take both hands around the outside of your thigh, just tucked in there, not on your knee joint, but right below it on your thigh. Flex your right foot and take it to the ceiling. Nice flexed foot. Leg has got a micro bend in it. If you can't reach the back of your thigh, you can hold the sides or you can grab your pant leg to help. Take it to the ceiling. Soft bend in the knee. Hold where it's most comfortable, even if you have to grab the pant leg to do so. And then little tiny circles with the heel of the foot. I mean, they're micro circles. Maybe the circle of a diameter of a pencil. Make sure you go both directions. Relax your foot, bend your knee, bring it back in, and roll. Straighten out the right leg, flexed foot, reach the right arm overhead. Take the shoulder up near the right ear and then relax it down, bringing them in line with each other. Draw the abs in, engage the glute. You can hold the left leg up there with your hand if you want to, or you can just let it hang out. Or if it's still too much, you can take it to the floor. Engaging through the right glute, right hamstring, right thigh. Lift your right leg off the floor. Even if you only get the heel lifted and the calf is still touching, that's fine. Just lift and lower. Feel the engagement right here through your abs. And relax, slide that knee back up. Bring the right arm in, straighten the left leg out. Take the left arm up, shoulders way up near your ear, and then draw the shoulder down in alignment. Flex left foot, flex the glute, flex thigh. The right leg knee can be up or it can have the foot on the floor, whichever is more comfortable. Lift and lower, just micro movement, lifting and lowering that left leg. Feeling the engagement in the low ab, lifting and lowering. Relax, slide the heel in, roll a couple of times and prepare yourself for Shavasana. Get all your creature comforts, your pillows, blankets, your eye masks. I guess it's hot everywhere, so there's no blankets, unless it's a support blanket. We're actually getting a little bit of sprinkle showers now and again today, taking our temperatures down, 3 degrees. Line up your hips and shoulders. Make sure your back is supported. Something under your knees will help. You can even pull that chair back and put your calf muscles up on that chair. Scoot your butt up close to the leg. Give some love to your low back, your hamstring. As you can tell, I've been reading a little bit again, and this has been reading about the back, believe it or not, and we really didn't do anything with the back, but we worked on the 2 main back supporters, the hamstrings and the front core today. Settle into your breath, find your stillness, find your comfort, find your peace. Survey your body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Relax through your jaw, our source of speech. Relax through your eyes, our source of sight. Relax down around into the back of your ears, our source of sound. Relax your head, our source of thought. Relax down through your upper arms and chest, upper back, source of breath and heartbeat. Relax down your entire arms to the tips of your fingers. Our hands, the source of giving, taking, source of touch, are usually our first point of actual contact with another being or another item. Relax through your belly and back, source of digestion, source of nutrient absorption. All the way down through our pelvis, source of stability, elimination, reproduction. Relaxing down our legs, all the way down to the soles of our feet. Our legs carry us, provide transport long distances, and transport feet, just a few feet. Our feet and our legs transport and support our entire body, our entire being. Let them rest. Let them all relax. And as you allow each part of your body to relax, I want you to awaken the brain. Awaken the part of imagination. And I want you to imagine yourself inside of a resort hotel. As you walk in your beach wear on the tile floors, The windows and doors of the breezeway are open and you can feel the sea breeze. You can smell the salt air. White columns along the walkway. As you walk towards the beach, you can see the light of the outside, the doors wide open, the bright sunshine. Continuing your walk through the corridor. Feeling the humidity rise the closer you get. You find yourself out of doors, but still under a palapa. With the dried palm fronds above you, you can hear their movement in the wind. Soft, gentle breeze on your cheek. Shielding you from the bright sun. Your gaze goes from your feet over the balcony, onto the sand, and out into the water. Looking at the horizon where the water and the sky meet in matching blue tints. At this point, you have a choice. There are hanging comfortable swings under the palapa on the boardwalk, and there are hanging swings out in the sand hanging from the palm trees. Walk to whichever swing you prefer. Nice, big, round, supportive, the size of a queen bed. You feel the cushion as you sit. Scoot yourself up to the pile of pillows, allowing yourself to lounge either in the sun or the shade, whichever you prefer. Hear the water, feel the breeze, feel at peace. Maybe you want to read a book. Maybe you just want the silence and the serenity of your surroundings. Maybe you'd like to hear calypso music in the background. Maybe you'd like to take a nap. Feel the support of the pillows. Feel the heat and humidity, but feel comfortable. Don't allow yourself to be a sweaty mess. Feel the breeze on your face. Maybe your swing rocks slightly, just a little bit. I want you to take a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, I want your pillows and your comfort to be replaced with what's beneath you now. Floor, the mat, your support devices. The salt air is washed away. The sunlight is gone. Your surroundings are before you. Your body is heavy, ready to awaken. Take another nice deep breath. Exhale and begin wiggling your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and ankles. Bend and straighten elbows and knees. Squeeze, release glutes. Shrug shoulders. Arch and contract your back. Turn your head from side to side. Bring yourself back to the room. Bring your muscles back into action. Gently draw one knee at a time into your chest. Giving your back a break, you can roll or relax. Then roll over onto your side, stacking hips, shoulders, and knees. Take a moment for gravity to return. Take little moments every day to use your imagination, even if for just a little bit. Press yourself up or drag yourself up into a seated position. Nice tall spine. Drop your head forward. Roll to the right and hold. Dip your chin, roll to the left and hold. Dip it back to center, lift it straight up to the ceiling. Take it back down and back to the ceiling. Back to neutral, turn to the right and turn over to the left. And come back to center. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Interlace your fingers above your head and lean to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean to the left. Can't miss getting a little bit of core back in. Inhale up. Exhale, release your hands back down. Inhale, both arms up. Hands come together overhead. Exhale them down to your chest. Fluttering your eyes open, bringing yourself back to your space. And namaste.